working on JavaScript, right? Today recommendation, I will also tell you some places for you to practice your JavaScript. I don't mean really practice. I mean places for you to type code and make it run. Okay. So I use my tailor-made system. Usually I will use either my tailor-made system or I even type it on top of browser. Okay. Later on in assignment 2, you will also have a chance. Assignment 1 is close to the deadline, right? So this week, tutorial will go to assignment 2. Our assignment 2 will be using Node.js, so you will have a chance to do both the front end and the back end JavaScript. Now the JavaScript here is to tell you to play with some arguments. Okay, you know that using a VAR will create the arguments, and then I suddenly tell you that okay, we can create functions. Okay. For JavaScript, I go too fast last time. I didn't tell you exactly that or how to create a function. Okay, to create a function is very simple. Just function and then name and then parameter list. Okay, so if you know how to write a function of C, then you know how to write a function of JavaScript. It's only that it don't have any return type. Okay, you can return any type. I would say. Okay, now the problem here is, for this program, you see so many components that you already know. You know that there are variable names. Maybe you don't know what is document.write. I just write a print out to the HTML. Okay. So what I'm writing an integer j, k, and I. Where is I here? Okay. In different locations. In order to tell you one thing, JavaScript is doing. Having a very special treatment over functions. Okay? So this I is something that which is not created before, right? Throughout this program, this is the start of the program, this is the end of the program. So you look at it, can you find a variable I declaration? Yes, inside the function. So it shouldn't be okay to do this. That's why when I run the program, where's my program? Okay? So this is the same program, but I just I add some space here so that you can see it clearly. Okay. Then I use try and catch to bracket it so that I won't crash my JavaScript engine. Then I print a variable I string plus I another string, and you can see this. It says reference error. I is not defined, so it is the same as C, Java, C++, or other kind of a language you already know. Now the problem happens within a function. Okay, function has a very special status in JavaScript, so you have to listen very carefully. So look at here, this program, I have I, J, and also K within the same functions, but when you look at it, you will imagine that, okay, the lifetime for the I is throughout the whole function, no problem, right? The lifetime of J is not for the whole function if you look at it from the point of view of C and Java. The lifetime should be from the if block and to the end of the if block. So this later pain part, the pain statement, J, shouldn't be able to be executed. Shouldn't be, okay? Then the K even more horrible. I use it before I declare it. Okay? But look at here. Look at here. What is the problem? Remember, inside the loop, I created K, but before it, I use it. It didn't drive me to a crash, okay? But show me undefined. Okay? It's not reference error. I is not, or K is not defined. It is a undefined value. K exists. K exists. As well as after I use it, because I declare it within the loop, okay? So as a declaration point for the for loop, okay? So it should be destroyed after it. No, it's still here and inherit the value. Look at that. It inherit the value. Inherit what value? Look at the program. This is for loop. Inherit the change, right? My K will go from 0 to 10, and when we reach 10, it will quit the loop. So the K just print out is the time that I quit the loop. So that's why I see k equal 10. What is that? Okay? What is it? How can we understand it? Very strange, right? Very horrible. And this is called function scope. This is a new type of scoping. And for every JavaScript programmer, you have to be very careful about this. If you know that you are working inside a function, then every variable, how can we look at it? As if there is a table, okay? A table in memory, okay? Before you execute a function, it looks through the function and detect how many variables you create, okay? Or you want to create I, J, and K, okay? So there are at least 3 distinct variables. So when it runs the program, it will look for these 3 guys, create them first in the memory, and give them values. So what is the initialization value? Undefined. Okay? So give the I undefined, J undefined, K undefined before even the function being called. Okay? And you can treat it as a hash table or whatever things you want to say. Now, what's next is when it starts executing, then the memory table for that functions, okay, or we call it the function scope, the variable set for the function scope, now will have their own value using this values I, J, and K. Okay? So horrible, huh? Really horrible. So now I give you a problem. Now I do a copy and paste because I cannot change the things that I do in hey, can I go to Google? What's okay? What can I say? Network. EDU wrong? Bad guy. Okay. Okay, good. Go to ELG wave. Did I log in? Ah, yeah. Okay, log in. Oh, wait, where is the browser? Okay. Okay, so let's go to here. Okay, so I copy and paste the same program here. Okay, what happened is just cover the screen, huh? Naughty guy, huh? So then run it. No problem, just the things that I found. Now what I'm trying to do, I don't need to have the part here. The part for okay? I don't need to have the variable I reference error because it's useless. Now following my previous way of thinking, we will create a hash table or memory table or whatever you want to say about that function. And it will initialize this auto undefined, right? Then that's why when I run the code, K will start with undefined. Now my question to you is, call it again. What is the problem? If I call it again, now follow my previous logic. The logic is, okay, there is a piece of variable, a piece of memory, okay, for the functions to memorize that there are a set of variable ijk created for that functions, and there are initialization value undefined. Now something that again for you to remember, if I execute twice, okay, whether that the table that I mentioned is created by the time that you execute the function or it get accumulated. Wow. Understand what I mean? Now I execute it. Still good, huh? So that means there's still something that seems to be normal, okay? Yeah, I give you something abnormal, then I show you down something normal. Okay, that piece of memory is actually associated with the function call. When you call it, it appears. If you don't call it, it's just a table that maybe there's a template, okay? A template for that set of memory, or you call it a function test. So I use the template to duplicate that set of memory for that functions, and after the function, destroy. Okay, so there's something normal. Okay. So by the way, how can I see it's normal? By looking at this k undefined, okay? Before I use this to undefined, okay? Wow, this is called function scope, okay? And later, after we talk about events and also the XML HTTP requests, then we will go to another deeper level of understanding function. Okay, so what is a deeper understanding level? Is what we call the, I can type the beginning, okay? So let me ask you this. I create a function. Now you can look at the problem like C, okay? Called test, okay? And then I have a global variable, let's call it global, equal to 10, okay? Now what I'm going to do, let me think about it. Not printf. Sorry about that. What is the results? What is the results? Can you tell me what is the results? Yeah? Function is nothing. Yeah, because I didn't call it, right? How about this? Then it says 10, right? How many of you have seen this before? How many of you have seen this type of function while you are doing some, I don't know what kind of project, it's just Google. And Google, oh, there's a piece of code that we can use to copy and paste, right? And you don't know how to change it because you look at this syntax. What is it? Inside a function is return a function, right? And this is working, right? It is working. And it is not to show off how you use function, right? It's kind of a show off, right? How can I create a function and return you a function and call it immediately? Now, this is not the thing that I want to show, okay? Later on, you will see some functions like this, okay? And we will tell you why we will write it this way, okay? The problem is about this global variable. This is now global, no problem, right? How about local? How about local? How about local? It starts to be complex, right? Yeah, I see some frustrating face. What is it? When it is global, it's okay, right? Because when I want to call it, I know that it is in the global scope. Now, I have a function. I didn't call it yet. It is a local variable called 10, as well as have a function that will return, but use that local. Okay? So this is what we call a closure. Later on, we will use it a lot. Really, really a lot. Okay? And get prepared. I will share the notes later, okay? And while you're doing some copying of the outside code, okay, when you see something like this, don't try to modify it unless you understand this, okay? I will tell you that this function will still return you 10. Yeah, can you see this? I just refresh a bit, okay? It still gives you 10, okay? And later on, we will try to understand it, okay? Very interesting. Okay, so let's go on. Finish function scope now. And something easier to understand, okay? What is something easier to understand, okay? Oh, by the way, you guys are all taking 1130 Java or 1120 C++, right? Any one of you didn't take any one of the course. Let me say whether you are taught by me in 1110 ENGG. Only you, okay. So do you know about this? Object reference. Oh, that's good, okay? So a minor student is better than major, okay, thank you. So how about this? Do you know this? Java object is a reference. Object equal to object is a copier of references. I would say this copy of pointer. Okay? So this is about in JavaScript, it is also the same thing. How many of you don't know this? Okay, because teaching this course is something like, taking out your old history, right? Whether you know it or whether you know it, you don't know it, okay? So this is a big program, okay? So what is a big program is that I just create an object, okay? I create a new object, okay, and set. Oh, by the way, I didn't say too many things about object. Later on, I will cover it. We create an object using a new object, and after you create an object in JavaScript is crazy. It allows you to set any fields after you create an object. That testing field is not exist, but I can assign a new field there, no problem. Okay? So I create a new field for testing. I try to print it out, no problem. Okay? Then what? Then I create a function, try to demonstrate this is whether it is passed by reference or passed by value. Okay? So it seems that I just pass the object name in. Okay? So you will see later that it is passed by reference because I passed the object pointer to the functions. Following the object pointer, it goes to change its field. Okay? So this, if you know object-oriented programming, you know what I'm talking about. Okay? For primitive type, okay, primitive type is copied by value. Okay? So I have a value is true, and pass into the function and change it into false. Okay? So the whole result is like this. The original value after I go into the function is got changed. If it's a primitive type, it is not. Okay? So with JavaScript, it's easy. Only 3 rules. If you're using number type, Boolean, it is a copy by value, pass by value. A copy means assignment statement. Object is copy by reference. Okay? Then we have objects. I didn't say anything about objects. So object is funny. Okay? Which day is it? Monday. Monday, I asked one question. Okay? What are the types of array? Okay? Is it a reverse? Okay? Some people tell me that array is a type. No, array is an object. Okay? So you have to create an object like this. Okay? Just which language? Is this PHP? PHP is something similar to this. Okay? So you create an array. Now the funny part of array in JavaScript is, okay, all the mystery, all the funny code is coming from one problem. Okay? You know, when you want to access an array, okay, you need to know the size. And accessing the size is a.length. Okay? No problem. A.length, then you can dig into the length and then access every element. Now what is the funny part? The funny part is this field is not read only. It's allowed to be read and allowed to be write. Read write. So what is the meaning of read write? You create an array. Okay? Initialization is like this. So that means the length is 0. Okay? So then, let me show you something interesting first. Array. And var a equal to new array. Okay? So let's try to show the array length. Okay? The array length. Then a.length equal to 10. Is it doable? Why I always want to save it, okay? You should buy a hotkey. It's a control return. Oh, okay, thank you. Control return. Sorry, I miss BR here. Okay. Document write BR. Yeah, I'm good at English, okay? So 0 and 10. Okay, so what's the funny part here? The funny part is, in C or Java, you want to grow an array size. Very difficult. In JavaScript, you want to grow an array size, one statement. Have a string, a shank, make it smaller. No problem, also one statement. Array.length, change it and become very small. Okay? And this is not the only funny part, okay? This is something that you have to really accept that, okay? Now, first of all, the normal part, okay? The normal part, we just follow what we learned in C and C++. We will look up the length and then follow the length, looping through the array one by one. Okay, this is something normal. Now I go to something abnormal. Abnormal part number 1. How big is this array? 3 elements. I do this. Array 5 equal to 5. Okay, what will happen? Okay, so this is then I set it and then I loop through every element and print the results. Then I change it, shrink it, right? From 3 elements to 1 element. No problem. Then I expand it. What will happen? Okay. Where? Oh yeah, I missed a wow. Okay. Let me say I type it by myself. Okay. Okay, so let's go to my demonstration system. Array, where are you? Yeah, I show it to you. Okay, so this time there is a var. Okay, so look at here. What is it? 0, 1, 2, blah, 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 blah. Okay, look at the printout. The printout is I print 1 element, and then have a semicolon. 1 element, a semicolon, and then new line. Okay, so that means that the first line is I originally have 3 elements and I expanded to 6 elements. Array 5 equals 5 is 6, right? 6 elements. And what happened next is you can really assign to it. You can really assign to it, and it leaves 2 holes with undefined. Okay, not the end of the story. Look at how I loop the array. How I loop the array, it depends on a.length. It depends on a.length. So that is what's the meaning? The meaning is you set a variable, the index of the array totally out of bound. You set the index, immediately expand the array. Okay? So that means what? That means every programming thought you try using C or C++, okay? Suddenly you go out of bound and then you get an addition for it, or you write in Java and then you say the array out of bound never exists. And it's suddenly a roller array. Okay? So I don't know whether you love it or not. I love it very much, okay? I don't need to call any manual, okay? I just set a value there, then I immediately create a huge array. Okay? Interesting. I tell you, this is not the only interesting thing, okay, about an array of JavaScript is a monster, okay. What's next? What's next? I don't want to mention. Okay. Oh, by the way, the shrinking and expanding, I didn't say it. Okay. So the shrinking, no problem. You can see it's shrinking. The expanding is also working, but look at here, because it's the same array, okay? When you expand it, the thing that you drop off is already removed forever, okay? So what's next is something that I really want to avoid. What is that? Array element 0 is a true, and then a string, and then number, okay? No problem, right? For you, it's no problem. It means an array can be of any type. Okay? Now, how about this? Something that I really want to avoid. Okay? So first of all, let me type with you guys. Now, if you want to type, okay? So we use loop like this, right? This is one of the way. Another way is there is a control called for I in, okay, in that array, okay? And I then will become an element of the array, okay? So what is the length of the array now? It's 0. I just created. Okay, document.write, I, okay, make sure that I will show the next line. Okay, go. It's empty. It's empty, right? Okay. So then I do the same thing. What is that? What is the same thing? I do the same thing as before. So what is the meaning of the I? The I is the value of index. You don't know, right? So try one more. 0 equal 10. So it means it gives you the key or the index for each loop. Okay, remember the for each loop is not looping through the values. That's why I don't want to say some languages when you for something in something it is a value. Now in JavaScript for something in something is a key. Brain damage, eh? No, not the end. How about this? How about this? No problem. Not just associative array. It's a monster. It's a monster. You can loop an array using index, okay, or using non-numeric index. Not the end. Then what if I want to loop through the array.length, okay? Array.length. I want to loop through it like a normal way, okay? Will I get the length is 3 or 2? 3 or 2? Yeah, 買定離手 3 or 2? Who think it is 2? Who think it is 3? Okay. Yes. 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 Why 2? Okay, no 2, right? When it is 3, why 3? I said it's 5, okay? Yes, or get trapped, okay? But not 3, not 2, it's 6. Why is it 6? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 6. Where is T11? Eh? 冇咗? Are you sure? Again, while I equal to 0, I smaller than, wow, that means that if I put it in the final Excel, I can kill half of the cards. Oh, okay. Document.write, AI plus, okay, add a semicolon here, okay. So let's check whether we have a TY wrong and so sad. That's why I said that array is a monster. When you look through numeric values, it seems that there is an array, okay? And when you add fields using numeric values, it goes for the normal array path. If you add a key or an index using string, then it goes in other path. You go for each loop, we call it for each loop, okay? For while I in A, it will retrieve you not just the numeric values or for the index as well as the string, right? But if you go for the numeric value, it can give you the string. Okay? So it's as if it is a two mixture. And why is a mixture? Because the truth is, can you see the truth? Truth is JavaScript shouldn't learn, right? What is the meaning of line 4 and line 14? Line 4 is to create a field property to that object. Okay? And the object is, array is an object. Okay? Array is an object. So you create a name, which is an object. For TY1 would become a properties. And that's why when you loop through the numeric index, because it is a field, it is a property, it shouldn't appear. But if you go for each loop, the call for each loop is go for every properties inside the array, so it showed up. Okay? And this is the most horrible part, not most horrible, I will say that. Most useful, some people will say that. Okay? Because you can add whatever fields, okay, using a string, and convert it into this kind of code. Okay? So that means for an array, this is equivalent to this. Wow. So that's why I say that I don't want to say it. But if you don't know about this, okay, you will be someone will laugh at you, okay? So this is the program, okay? I didn't show the if you run in this way, how about array.crazy, okay? What is the result, okay? Then you will also pop up this crazy string. Array is equal to object, okay? So that's why this is the way to add a field as well as how to retrieve the field using it. Wow, colorful, huh? So I go for some simple thing, okay? The simple thing is for the numeric part of the array. So that means the normal part of the array, not about the properties of the array. You can also perform a join, split, push, pop, okay? And then sort and reverse, okay? I don't want to show it. It's okay? It should be straightforward to you guys. Just mean, the thing is it won't create a new array, okay? When you call sort or to pop and push, okay, it will change the current array. Okay? There's something similar already. How about a string? A string is, how can I say? It's just like Python. Okay, so what is the meaning of just like Python? Python is read-only string, or I would say string literal. How about JavaScript? JavaScript is the same thing. You cannot access a string into its particular element and change it. Okay, so it's just a read-only string. I can create it like this. You can create it like this. Create a string equal to empty string, and also create another string using the literal. They both give you a value of the empty string, but in JavaScript, we sometimes want to check whether these two objects are the same objects. Okay? So what should you do if you want to compare whether these two objects are the same object? You should use triple equal. Triple equal is to check for identity, whether you are the same. And the double equal is to check its values. Okay? It's just a little bit strange, okay? Sometimes I will write code using triple equal, okay? Then something easy, right? You have string, okay? So the plus is being overload, become not just an addition to the numbers, but a concatenation of string. And then we have parsing to convert it into integer for a particular string. Oh, by the way, let me give you some examples. Do you still want it, or I just keep it? later on I save it. Okay, this is useful. So give you some small challenge. So you know this is a string is equal to 1.1. Okay, so what happens if I do pass in? So you will have a integer, right? No problem. Now how about this? Oh, but by the way, pass in, okay, is converted into integer, okay? So that's why you only have one. I didn't run it. So what will be the results? What will be the results? Let's try, How many of you guess one? No. How many of you think that exception? No. Okay? So first I clear the screen, okay? Reload. Oi. Wow, very slow, okay? Copy and paste. Go. 係咪想嗌救命咧 ？What is it? What is it? Okay. So give you the normal thing first, okay? Give you other normal things. Is it past double? I can't remember. It's past double. Oh no, it's past flow. Past flow. Yeah? Oh, okay, past flow. Okay. So it's called past flow. Original version, I changed it to past flow. Now again. Now, last time is 1. How about this time? Who gets is still 1. 1.1? Exception? Good, it's 1.1. Okay, so how can you understand this? Okay, let me give you something horrible. 1.1 sucks. Okay, what is that? Exception. 1.1. Yeah, 1.1. Okay, so now it seems that you understand the pattern. What's the pattern? For pass in, pass flow, okay, it will look at the string and extract as much as possible until it encounters something non-numeric. Okay, it encounters non-numeric part as 1.1 in space. The space starts with a non-numeric one, so it's drop off and stop processing.
So how about sucks 1.1?
Yeah, this is what I want to type. Okay. How about this? Exception. Okay, fulfill. 1.1. Wow, many fans are. Okay, I vote for the first. No, it's not exception. It's a NaN, not a number. Okay, yeah, because why? It's just start with the head of the string. Okay, and when the head of the string is non-numeric, so it will just stop. Give you one more. And it seems to be normal, right, this time? Okay? So tell you not a secret, my experience. PHP behaves the same. Yeah. So not just even as client-side JavaScript, server-side JavaScript also the same. PHP also behaves the same. Okay? When you ask it to do the parsing, it will just look into the string and look for something, which is better. And one more, C also do this. You do know it, right? C also do it, okay? So this is something that should be taught earlier. Okay, no, don't worry, okay? As long as you know there is some problem. Okay, so then I will go to object. Object is also a very funny part. Last time I tell you about a constructor. Oh, by the way, why don't we stop for a while? Okay. After the break, we